Today we are going to learn Secretarial Practice Chapter 4 Membership. As we know, the company invites the public to subscribe its securities by issuing a prospectus. Now the investors apply to purchase shares. Company collects all the informations and then they decides the allotment policy in consultation with representative of the share market. After the completion of share allotment, allotted shareholders' name is registered in Registrar of Members. They are considered member of the company. This we have learned in the previous chapter also. Membership can be obtained in other way also. When we are a member of a company, we have certain rights, and the same way certain responsibility is also to be carried out. The meaning of membership. A person is considered to be a member when his name is registered by written consent or through share application. In short, to be a member, a written consent and his name should be in register of members are required. Let us learn the definition. According to the Companies Act, member is a person who has subscribed to the MOA, Memorandum of Association of a company, and every other person who has agreed in writing to become a member. According to Companies Act 2013, shareholder may keep their share with depository participant. These shareholders are registered as beneficiary owner in the register of depository participant. Considered as member of company, though they are not registered in company's members register. Let us learn who can acquire a membership. As a company comes into existence by law, it's an artificial person. It can exercise rights as a living person. According to law, any independent existence and personality unit can be member of a company. For this, provision of Article of Association should be observed. The following persons or institution can be made members. First, a living person. Now, under this, any living person competent to contract can be a member of the company, but a minor, an insolvent, or a lunatic cannot become a member. A person eligible to be a member can apply to get membership or can make a contract by written consent. Under certain circumstances, the Indian Act has accepted minor also may be member. So a membership of a company is availed by a contract between person and a company. Second is partners of the firm. According to legal term, a partnership firm is not a person in the eyes of a law. Therefore, it cannot become a member, but its partners in his individual capacity can become a member. So, both partners of a firm, individually or jointly, may become member of a company. Third is Hindu Undivided Family. HUF is not a corporate, so it cannot become a member of a company, but it can purchase shares in the name of its Karta. Thus, the Karta of HUF can become a member of the company. Fourth is Trust. According to the New Companies Act, a trust can purchase shares and become member. Foreigner. According to this, a foreigner can become member by holding shares of Indian company. However, in the event of war or emergency with his native country, a company may suspend the membership and rights of the particular person. Sixth, joint holder of shares. When two or more persons hold shares in their joint names, their names are jointly recorded in the members' register of the company. They are individually and jointly liable for shares, but for administrative simplicity, the company make correspondence with the shareholder of the first name and the company sends notice, share certificates, dividend warrants, etc. in his name. Seventh, company. As a company is a legal person having an artificial personality, company can be a member according to the Articles of Association. But a company cannot become its own member by purchasing its own shares. A subsidiary company cannot obtain membership of its holding company, but if a subsidiary company has a legal representative of a deceased member of the holding company, assumes shares of such holding company and acquires its membership. The following provisions shall have to be complied with. First, company may take membership of any other company according to its own articles of association. A subsidiary company cannot obtain membership of its holding company. However, in following circumstances, subsidiary company can become a member of the holding company. Representative of holding company passes away and subsidiary company holds shares as representative. Subsidiary company is a trustee of any member but has no personal interest in the trust. If the subsidiary company was already member before the execution of this law. Other institution. Cooperative societies registered under the Cooperative Society Act can become member of a company by purchasing its shares, subject to the provisions of their constitution and bylaws. Method of becoming a member. A person holding the shares of the company and having his name in the register of members acquires the membership of the company. Following are the methods of acquiring the membership. First, subscribing to the Memorandum of Association. A person who signs the subscription clause of Memorandum of Association of the company automatically becomes the member. Generally, written consent is a precondition to become a member, but it does not apply to the signatories of the Memorandum of Association. Second, by allotment of shares. Company invites the public to buy its shares through the prospectus and people apply for the shares. When the shares are allotted, the name of the allottee is entered in the members' register and he becomes the member of the company. Third, by transfer of shares. When a shareholder sells his shares to some other person, by following the prescribed procedure, the buyer gets the membership of the company. Fourth, by transmission of shares. When a shareholder dies or declared insane or insolvent, his shares are inevitably transferred to his successor or legal representative, and this transferee acquires the membership of the company. Fifth, by shares acquired for consideration other than cash. The person lend their service in the establishment of the company, and in consideration of these services, they are given some paid up shares of the company. The receivers of these shares become the member of the company because they are now shareholders and their names are entered in the register of members. Sixth, by estoppel or holding out. When a person sells his shares to others, he loses his membership. In spite of having lost his membership, if he holds out himself as a member, utilizes his rights as a member by fictitious behavior, and in doing so, if any liability arises against him, he will be stopped from denying his membership and his denial will not be accepted. He has to fulfill the responsibility as if he were a member. Seventh, by execution of form of renunciation. When the holder of the share renounces his right of purchasing shares in favor of some other person, partially or fully, he executes the letter of renunciation. On the basis of this letter, the other person becomes the shareholder when the shares are allotted to him. The new shareholder's name is then entered into members' register and he gets membership of the company. Eighth, by convertible debenture holder. If a debenture holder has convertible debenture, after a specific time period, convertible debenture converts into equity share. Such debenture holder becomes an equity shareholder by virtue, and he becomes a member and his name is entered into the register of members. Ninth, by acquiring sweat equity share. A company offers share on discount or without cash consideration to its directors, employees having expertise. These shares are known as sweat equity share. When such type of shareholder's name is entered in register of member, then they also becomes a member. Let us learn about termination of membership. membership comes to an end, that is, termination of membership. When a member's name is deleted from the register of members, membership comes to an end. These are the following circumstances. First, by transfer of shares. When an existing member sells all the share held by him to another person or persons, then by share transfer process, membership is deleted from the register of members. Second, by transmission of shares. When a member dies or is declared insolvent, he loses his membership as his shares are transmitted in favor of his legal representative. Third, by forfeiture of shares. When a member fails to pay call on shares, his shares are forfeited subject to the provision of Article of Association. On forfeiture of shares, his name is removed from the members' register and his membership comes to an end. Fourth, by exercise of lien on shares. When there is a provision in the Article of Association, company exercises its right to recover its outstanding dues from the shareholder. The company sells the share of the shareholder to recover the outstanding dues. In this case, the member loses his shares and his membership. Fifth, by redemption of redeemable preference share. The company returns the amount of preference shares on completion of redemption period. As a result, the membership of the shareholder comes to an end. Sixth, by making share allotment void. When there is violation of provision of the Company Act in allotment of shares and any shareholder applies to treat the allotment of shares as void, his membership comes to an end as the allotment of shares to him becomes void. Seventh, by liquidation or winding up of company. When a company goes into liquidation, its business comes to an end. Company is closed down and it no longer exists. In such circumstances, membership automatically comes to an end. 8. By amalgamation or merger of companies. When a company is merged in some other company or new company is established, the members of the company which loses its existence no longer remains as member and their membership extinguishes. Of course, they acquire membership to the new company according to specified conditions.